A new study released today states that short power naps may benefit people working night shifts like doctors and nurses in the NHS. The study states that naps reduce the natural sleep pressure that occurs between 2 and 6 a.m. Well, for more on this, because I'm always fascinated by sleep and how to get it, I'm joined by sleep expert Dr. Nerina Ramlakhan. Hello there.
Hello, Anne. Good morning.
Anyone who's ever worked shifts knows that, that's all you think about is when you're going to get your sleep and how to bank sleep at all. Do you think the concept of a power nap would be useful to learn?
I think it absolutely would. For 25 years, I've been helping people to sleep, and I've worked with a lot of people in critical risk environments where they're working under conditions where they have to sustain a level of performance, sustained operations. And the research certainly indicates that taking recovery breaks and power naps can really help them to recoup some energy so that they don't, as the study suggests, that period of time between 2 and 6, where the sleep drive has really built up and fatigue can set in, exhaustion can set in, and mistakes can be made. And, in the case of the NHS, critical mistakes can be made. So, for patients, but for their own health, and they're looking after people, so they need to look after themselves. A power nap could be really powerful.
A power nap? And how long does it go on for? And how can you turn it on?
Yeah, there are different types of naps. So a power nap needs to be done scientifically. A power nap is anything between 10 to 20 minutes. And you do it, ideally, if you're not working shifts, so we can all benefit from them. If you're not working shifts, you do it at some point between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. Now, a lot of people say, I could never nap, and because they think it's sleeping. It's not sleeping. It's taking yourself to a state of relaxation. So you might sit, just as I am right now, with your eyes closed, maybe with your feet on the ground, just breathing, just bringing your awareness to your breathing. You might think that nothing is happening, but actually physiologically, the body starts to decompress, and measurably, when someone comes out of a 10-minute relaxation state, that's what I prefer to call it, you come out of that relaxation state, your mental performance will be enhanced, your energy levels will be a little bit better, so that you're in a better position to focus, to concentrate, to make good decisions. So it's a 10 to 20-minute relaxation state, for most of us at some point between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. But for people working throughout the night, they can do this during their shifts, obviously, if it's allowed, in a safe space, ideally sitting, not lying down, not getting under a duvet, because otherwise you'll drop down into deep sleep and it'll be difficult to come out of it.
Yes, that's just what I was going to ask you, is whether lying down and going to bed for an hour is the same thing, but it's not, because I've tried that. Yeah. And you do go into a deep sleep and it's hell trying to get out of it.
Yeah, you'll come out of that with something called sleep inertia, because you go into the deep stages of sleep. So a 1-hour nap is a different type of nap. So when if you've worked a night shift and you get back, you go to bed for as long as you can, and you allow yourself to sleep for as long as you can, because you're trying to recoup those lost hours. And let's face it, working shifts can really wreak havoc on your health. Past the age of about 35 to 40, it depends on your genetics and how much you're looking after yourself. It really can impact on your health. So when you come off your shift, you want to be able to get into bed and sleep. But those power naps are the ones that kind of mop up the fatigue and help to top up your concentration and enhance focus and concentration. So if you're making those decisions and you need to be sharp, they can help you.
I bet a lot of people watching right now and hearing you will be like me. They'll think, oh, well, I could try it, but I won't be able to stop my mind racing. My mind will be thinking of things that I really ought to be getting up and doing. So is this a skill you have to learn and train yourself to do?
Yes, and you can. And the more you just focus on, maybe don't even call it sleeping, call it rest. I'm going to have a 20-minute rest. And all you need to do is find that safe space, find a comfortable space. Don't get too comfortable. Remember, if it's a power nap, sit, spine supported, eyes closed. Listen to the noise in your head, but keep using your breathing as a focus. Keep coming back to the breath. Maybe you would silently repeat the words in and out as you breathe. And there are lots of apps. I have meditations available as well that people can listen to that will guide them into a state of relaxation. But at the end of the day, this isn't about doing something fluffy or woo-woo. This is about doing something that measurably measurably will enhance cognitive performance and take some of that excitation or static out of the nervous system, so that when you do come off your shift, you go to bed, you're actually in a more conducive state to rest. Because a lot of people find that when they come off their shift, they're almost too wired and they can't sleep. They're tired but wired.
And the best time to do it is between 2 and 4 in the afternoon.
Yes, if you've come off your shifts and you can work them, but during the night you can do this to mop up fatigue. And I've seen airline pilots doing this as well. Obviously, they've got a co-pilot, but
Good.
you know, I've seen them. Don't worry,
Yes.
but you know, they'll go off into a little space and just have a 20-minute nap.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fascinating stuff. I'm so going to try it this afternoon. Nerina, thank you very much indeed for joining us. That's absolutely fascinating. And I know that anyone watching at the moment who, like me, has sort of spent half their life doing shift patterns and things like that will know that you become obsessed with sleep. And it's so important to try and get it right. But the concept of the power nap could be really brilliant.